You've said things in the past which people have found abhorrent. They've accused you of misogyny, they've accused you of homophobia.
No comment, don't even go there.
But do you accept that you've got to win over a larger number of people coming back this time before you could be fully accepted?
No comment.
You don't want to say anything about that at all?
No comment.
People won't like that if they hear you no commenting?
No comment.
Okay.
I'm a boxer, I'm not interested in politics or anything else. Boxing only, thank you.
UKAD have upheld the...
No comment.
You don't want to talk about the Nangelone thing?
No comment.
The question that we asked...
Boxing, please. Terminated.
You don't want to talk about...
No comment.
He said, no comment. Smash the like button. We working. Now, this clip is Deontay Wilder. He did an interview with PBC's Ray Flores, and he talked about the concept of white privilege as it pertains in boxing. So let's listen to what he had to say, and I'll give you some more of my thoughts. Smash the like button.
Sad on both sides, but I want to give you the floor. On that night, February 22nd of last year, you suffered your first career defeat, relinquishing your title, but what happened? Do you want to, I'm giving you the floor to set the record straight as you head into this third fight with Tyson Fury.
Ray, I'm a type of person of what's understood don't have to be explained. I mean, this situation has been discussed and talked about for like 17 months, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like the finger is always pointed on me, but we already know why, because you see this lovely smooth black skin and other people have white privileges. And this white privilege in boxing is very well alive, and it's okay. Other people, a lot of other fighters with the same skin complexion, they better get smart. They better understand, and they better realize what side they're on. You know what I mean? And everybody always want to talk about me and me when I don't even say nothing. You know what I mean? And they keep me relevant, and I appreciate it. I love it. I love when people don't know what they're talking about when they're talking about Deontay Wilder. I love when they make up different things about what I said or whatever, I love that because it allowed me to know how important I am, not only to boxing, but to the world. When there's a lot of other people that do a lot of things, like look at all the drug cheats we got in boxing. And how often do you hear about them? The only time you hear about them when it's first break, when the news first break. You may be talking, it's maybe a week, and then it's gone. But when they're dealing with
Now, if you were on that live stream, you'll know there was mysteriously technical difficulties immediately when Wilder started whipping it and cooking it up and talking about the privilege and white privilege and drug cheats in boxing. Mysteriously, all of a sudden, the chat messed up. But Wilder was cooking. And the clip I showed you guys at the beginning of Tyson Fury is another example. Like the drug cheats, we know about that. There's cheating rampant through boxing. Some people haven't been caught. Some people have. That goes without saying. You see that. You see it all the time. But the clip at the beginning, you have Tyson Fury, who's being asked by a UK reporter about his UCAD nandrolone drug test fail. And he's like, no comment, terminated, right? And he has no parts. He wants no parts of this line of questioning, right? He's being asked about misogyny and the things he said that got him flack from feminists and women's rights groups and women's suffrage groups, things that he says that were considered homophobic, Satanist talk. He said that Vladimir Dr. Steelhammer Klitschko was a devil worshiper, and all these unfounded conversations. He said something about To Catch a Predators. I can't say the word, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Chester's. And when it came time for Tyson Fury, a British Caucasian fighter, to face the music and listen and talk to media and listen to media's questions, he kept saying, boxing, please. No comment, no comment, no comment, no comment. But then when a black fighter, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, oh my God, when Deontay Wilder wears headphones and shows up to the press conference with few words to say, all of a sudden, old media was up in arms. They were like, this is repulsive, disgusting behavior. Wilder had ample time to speak and he left media high and dry. And this is the same media that kicked him while he was down, spit on him, left him for dead, lied about him, made lies. And that's what Wilder is saying. He was talking about white privilege and he said, it's always on me. How come, and I'm just elaborating my interpretation of what he said, how come everyone wants to hear from me? And he said, I know my responsibility just goes to show people are paying attention to Deontay Wilder. But how come people always want to hear from he said, I don't bother nobody. I just stay in my lane, keep my circle small like a Cheerio, and all these things are said about me and I just allow it. But again, when Deontay Wilder, when he shows up with Beats by Dre headphones and he's a man of few words, then they ream him for his silence. And they say, what is this? We came and showed up expecting you to speak. So no matter what Wilder does, it's a catch-22. If he talks, you tell him to shut up. If he's silent, you say he's scared. So it's like, what could Wilder do? If he remains silent and only says a few words, you say it's because he's a coward, he's a chicken, he can't face the music. But when Tyson Fury has a reporter in his face asking him real life questions about situations he's evoked or situations he's provoked, Tyson Fury said these things about X, Y, and Z to receive the unpopular feedback that he received from women's rights groups and pride community and LGBT and stuff like that. And then when he's forced to quote unquote face the proverbial music, Fury, all he does is silence the guy and says, no comment, terminated. And he says he wants to talk about boxing only, please. But when Wilder, he already told you how he felt. He already told you he has a dent in his head. He already told you what he wants to do to Fury. What did you want to hear from him at the press conference that he didn't already say? Mind you, Malik Scott, his new trainer, newly appointed trainer, someone's always been part of his team and friends with him and stuff, having more responsibility, he did an excellent job. So it's not like Wilder came with his team half-assed and didn't provide a line of questioning for the media. Malik Scott did an amazing job. He knows what he's saying. Wilder said he was a genius in this same very interview. He says he was doing his thing and he's like, I just like the way his mind works and they have a good thing going. So you guys see the inherent differences. You see the double standards. I'm showing you, I'm forcing you to see it. Make sure you support The Real, subscribe to the channel. I cannot wait for July 24th. I can't stress this enough. The double standards, all the old media, the game. Wilder talks, if he doesn't talk, you still have a problem with it, you know? But once again, name someone from old media who watched Fury play the silent treatment with the reporter and he says that no comment, I'm not answering. I don't want to face the music. And this is stuff that he created, situations and tensions that he created. Nobody else created those situations. Nobody told Fury to say things that are not considered or deemed PC. This is his own weird, bizarre mind. But when it's a black fighter like Deontay Wilder, it's front page news, it's everybody's news. There has to be a deeper reason. Wilder's a coward, he's scared, he couldn't look Fury in the eye, or, you know, they make up all this stuff. And it's the same people, it's the same culprits that act like they have the audacity to act like they have no idea why Wilder doesn't or wouldn't want to speak to him. It's not because he can't speak. It's not because he's afraid to speak. It's because he doesn't want to speak. There's a difference between, not like Wilder, he knows he can punch a mortal man and concuss or kill them or knock them out. So just because he pulls back and doesn't hit an angry fan or something doesn't mean he can't do it. It's he chooses not to do it. So in the same vein, there's a lot of reporters that did him wrong over the last couple of months, the last 17, 18 months. So it's not that he won't do interviews. It's that he won't do an interview with you. And that's what got old media petrified and angry because they had all the access to the guy that they said was popping. People lied, including Fury and guys like Eddie Hearn. Fury told you that I'm from England. I'm a British gypsy from England, and I'm more popular in Wilder's territory, America, than he is. I'm more popular as a non-American than the American. These are the lies that Tyson Fury told you. But then when Wilder doesn't speak, and Fury was giving press conferences and answering questions, why are you angry? You said Wilder's deluded. You said that he's full of excuses. He's an excuse maker. You said Wilder got whooped in the second fight. You said that Wilder lost the first fight 10 rounds to 2. So now the same people, majority of them that did this, that were at the press conference, now they're mad because they can't get words with Wilder. So we know what it is. They're angry because they've been cut off. The water supply has been cut off. They're thirsty. They know they need Wilder for clicks. They know he's lit. And the person that they claimed was lit, Tyson Fury, he's really not lit like that, especially in America, you know? And now they're feeling the type of way because they know Wilder's not dealing with certain individuals. Again, there's people like Barbershop and Ellie. They got interviews with Deontay Wilder that same day. So it's not that he's not doing interviews. He's not doing an interview with you. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your comments in this video. A lot of double standards, a lot of white privilege. July 24th is Judgment Day. Drop your thoughts. Use my link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY, an awesome way to make more money on this YouTube platform like yours truly. I've been using TUBEBUDDY for years. I can vouch for it. I know the system. I know its features. It's powerful. I use it every day for videos like this. Invest in yourself. It takes money to make money. So make sure you click the link. Use my affiliate links. TUBEBUDDY, ESPN Plus does help the channel so I can keep hitting y'all with content like this. Also, a simple like, a share, subscribe, share this in your Facebook groups. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time hearing your voice or you like the content. I drop daily boxing content, The Sweet Science. This is your one-stop shop for all your boxing, but a lot to talk about. We'll continue to talk about it and fight that good fight. Wilder is right. This is only part 1. Part 2 coming soon of this video. We'll talk about the important, pertinent issues like white privilege in boxing, since a lot of people acted like they had no concept what I was saying when I said it. And when Wilder said it, like we're just deluded and crazy. Well, guess what? There's an example. Wilder stays silent to the media. He's met with all types of criticism. Tyson Fury walks off from an interview that's in response to all the foul, different, and politically incorrect things he says. All he says is no comment, no comment, boxing please, no comment, no comment, terminate, and then he don't want to have to be bothered with it. But this shows you a lot about Tyson Fury's character. We'll be talking about this more on the channel. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.